Hey you guys, it's your girl Asante. Wow, y'all gave me that name, don't forget. Back with part 2 of Fire in the Booth with LJ. Let's get straight to it. The beat changed, so I changed my fucking blouse cause that shit was hit. Let's go.
Charlie, LJ, make us switch up. Make us switch the beat. Where we go?
Switch up. Switch up now.
Thought I told you. Hit Mixer Studios. Representing ACCRA. We're talking about dope rappers only. We're talking about real rappers only. MCs are in the building. Lyrical Joy is in the building. If you know no rapper, I beg make you not come here. LJ, let him know.
I don't want no controversies, that's why I control these verses, no challenge. I'm the only person that I see me verses. I change the atmosphere because my art is most feared.
Yo, he doesn't want controversies. That's why he controls what he writes. They don't tell him what to write. He writes what he wants to write. If he says anything in his verses, he knows that he can stand for what he said, not what somebody else told him to say or somebody else told him to write. Like, you know, there are rappers who have ghostwriters. He doesn't have none of that shit. He writes his shit. He says what comes from his head and his heart. Nobody can challenge him. He is his own challenge. Like when you say somebody versus somebody else, he's LJ versus LJ. He is the only person who he sees going versus him versus himself. His own competition.
I don't want no controversies, that's why I control these verses, no challenge. I'm the only person that I see me verses. I change the atmosphere because my art is most feared. That even if I was a pastor, the Bible would give me verses. Fuck productions.
He changes the atmosphere with his art, his rap, because his art is most feared. A lot of people don't want to collaborate with him or go head to head with him because they know that he's really dope. That's why he's saying that his art is most feared. When he gets in the booth, he changes like the whole atmosphere. If there was a rapper before him that went to rap and that shit was boring, when he comes in, he's gonna change the fucking atmosphere and everybody's gonna get excited because, you know, he does his damn thing. Let's get it. Even if he was a pastor, the Bible wouldn't give him verses. And then he said, fuck production, you know? There are certain record labels that tell you what to write, what kind of music to make. Now he's saying, even if he was a pastor, you see the verses that you read on the Bible wouldn't give him verses to read. He would create his own verses. He will create his own music and write what he wants to write in his verses. Whatever he's communicating, you'll know it's coming from him because he wrote that shit. He's saying what he wants to say, not what the label or the production is telling him to say. I've experienced that shit before. They were telling me, nah, sing instead of rapping. I told them, you know.
I change the atmosphere because my art is most feared. That even if I was a pastor, the Bible would give me verses. Fuck productions. I'm rapping as long as my heart beats. A king playing chess with a throne. That's where my heart sits. Assassinate your assassins.
Yeah. He's gonna rap till his final day. He's not gonna stop. The king playing chess with the throne, that's where his heart sits. Like sitting on the throne. That's where his heart is. Like he's the king of this rap shit. He's the king. He's sitting on that throne. Love that. It doesn't matter how you see it. Doesn't matter how you play it. He's the king. Still, forever will.
I'm rapping as long as my heart beats. A king playing chess with a throne. That's where my heart sits. Assassinate your assassins. I put the heat on your heat. Then kiss these donkeys goodbye. The only ass that the keys now mine. Even the blind knows about.
Yo! He's going to kill the hitman that you sent to get rid of him. He'll put a hit song on your hitman. Like, he's not gonna kill you like with a gun or shit. He's gonna kill you with a hit track that's putting a hit on your hitman. He kisses these donkeys goodbye. That's the only ass that he kisses. A donkey is also called an ass. That's the only ass that he kisses. Kissing you goodbye because he's taking you out. Get the fuck out. Out right now. Nice.
Assassinate your assassins. I put a hit on your heat. Then kiss these donkeys goodbye. The only ass that the keys. Now who am I? Even the blind knows about I. And I know you smell my vision. Don't you know about I?
Oh my god. You're asking who is LJ. He's letting you know that even blind people know who he is. Even the blind know about I. Because you know blind people don't have eyes. Or they have eyes but the eyes can't see. You smell his vision. Tell your nose about I. They are know-it-alls. The nose. These people who know it all. Tell them about my vision. You think you know his game plan and shit? So tell these know-it-alls about I since you think you know a lot more about I than I do. Shit.
Who am I? Even the blind knows about I. And I know you smell my vision. Don't you knows about I. What I'm doing is to see life even when I die. Making sure that people see the truth even when I lie. I'm diverse, and you will leave a diverse. I'm in my bag, but this is like me giving you my purse. You know my life is not easy, not easy.
What? He's diverse, but if you die first, you won't leave a die verse, like a dead verse. You write weak ass bars, so he is very diverse, but if he kills you first, you won't be able to write all these dead verses, these verses that don't even make sense, weak ass bars and shit. That wordplay is fucking mad. Diverse, die first, you will leave a die verse. A dead verse, it's dead. R.I.P. He's in his bag, like he's on his grind, he's making this money and shit, but what he's doing right now, it's like him giving you his purse. You can have that. You can keep that. Okay, because he's got this whole bag, so he's letting you keep the purse. Shade.
I'm diverse, and you will leave a diverse. I'm in my bag, but this is like me giving you my purse. They know my wave is not easy, they can't serve. Tell them I'm better by a long shot. Fuck your sniper.
A sniper shoots from afar, so he's letting you know he could shoot your sniper and shoot you too for sending that fucking sniper by a long shot. Yo, he can do a long shot better than your sniper could. He's better by far. None of these niggas can compare to him. Even if you tried, by farthest, he's the best. His wave is not easy. It's really not easy. They cannot surf. People go to surf in the ocean on the waves. It's not easy to take on the waves. If you're not careful, you might die trying to surf on the rough waves. So he's letting you know that his wave is not easy. If you try to come against him, you might die. You might kill your fucking career.
They know my wave is not easy, they can't serve. Tell them I'm better by a long shot. Fuck your sniper. The best rapper category my home, but these armor bells will break in and rob me off a ward, but they can't rob me off my blessings. Sell out the lead, give happiness to.
Okay, so this is about the VGMAs. I really voted, but unfortunately he didn't win. So he's telling them they robbed him of that award because he really deserved it. I saw that this Amerado guy took the award or some shit, but you can tell from all the disses and the back and forth between LJ and the Amerado guy, LJ was better by far. His verses diverse. This nigga has nothing to compare with LJ, period. No shade, but I only listened to Amerado just to see if he had the heat to come against LJ, but nah, not by a long shot. The rap category was his home, but these armed robbers, these people, the VGMA guys who decided that this other guy should win, were armed robbers. They robbed him of his home, which is the title of the best hip-hop rapper, best rapper, all that shit. Y'all did him dirty, but he's still a blessed man. You still can't take away all the knowledge and all the bars and all the flows that he has within. That's the best part. You cannot take that away ever.
Fuck your sniper. The best rapper category my home, but these armor bells will break in and rob me off a ward, but they can't rob me off my blessings. Sell out the leads, give happiness to dumbness. On these stands, they will love my essence. President of being present, I'm so present that these rappers get the present by my absence. Ain't nobody adjacent, and every message I sent, I just don't give you accent. I imprison all my words and give life to every sentence.
Hold on, chill, wait a minute. He's the president of being present, so he basically shows up and shows out all the time. So the only time all these mediocre rappers get awarded is when he's not there. When he's present, his presence is like presidency. When he's not there, you can take that present. Nobody can compare to him. Nobody's adjacent to him. Every message he sends has a meaning. It's not like he's just rapping with an accent, because there are rappers who do like wang, 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 but they ain't saying shit, they ain't got bars, they ain't got shit, they're just using their accent, but that shit doesn't even make sense. Life sentence, he played about that word. He imprisons all his words and gives life to every sentence, like giving you a life sentence, but also he brings life to the sentence with how he puts in these words, like a life sentence. The sentence might be boring when another rapper writes it, but when he writes it, he gives it life, because he puts like the proverbs and the pronouns, how he plays with words, he gives it life. And it's hella entertaining from, you know, the plain thing you heard from somebody else. Weak ass shit, he don't do that.
President of being present, I'm so present that these rappers get the present by my absence. Ain't nobody adjacent, and every message I sent, I just don't give you accent. I imprison all my words and give life to every sentence. Heavenly sense, I'm the sharpest knife. You can bleed all you want, but you ain't cut for this. If you know you love the mediocre, you ain't cut for this. It's the sickest rapper from Africa.
He's the sharpest knife. I mean, he's the hardest to do it. So you can bleed all you want, but you're not cut for this. You can cry about it all you want, like LJ is not the one, LJ he thinks he's the best and shit. He is the best. You're not cut out to do this rap shit. It's just not for you. You can bleed all you want, like cry about it, go talk shit about him, but at the end of the day, you're still not cut for this rap shit. It's not for you, baby. Not for you. He's the sharpest knife. So you're not cut. That's crazy. Wordplay. The wordplay is just amazing. I love it.
Says I'm the sharpest knife. You can bleed all you want, but you ain't cut for this. If you know you love the mediocre, you ain't cut for this. It's the sickest rapper from.
And if you're a mediocre, then you're also not cut for this. This rap shit doesn't like mediocre shit. It's like going and telling these young niggas to go do drugs and shit while at the same damn time you're not even doing what you're saying in your songs, so you're misleading them. That's a bunch of bullshit. That's mediocre shit. Rap about the real shit.
If you know you love the mediocre, you ain't cut for this. It's the sickest rapper from Africa, my fashion on drip. Niggas call me fam, I hope they know that I saw what I ripped. They wanna keep quiet, but I ain't.
He's the sickest rapper from Africa. His fashion is on drip. Sometimes when you're really, really sick, you have to get the drip, the IV drip, to get water in you. But he's also talking about he's the illest to do it in Africa. His fashion is dripping. Got them shades on, you got them cool outfits on and the shoes on. You're looking good, you're dripping. And somebody's calling you fam, they mean family, like you're my fam and shit. So when you're calling him fam, just know that he worked really hard to sow the seed of being successful, like farming with the R, not F-A-M. F-A-M for family or F-A-R-M for farming. He's reaping from all this hard work that he putting by investing in his rap career.
It's the sickest rapper from Africa, my fashion on drip. Niggas call me fam, I hope they know that I saw what I ripped. They wanna keep quiet, but I ain't this niggas. Silence is golden, but no one would dig to hear from niggas. So if they rob you,
he's not like this niggas. He's going to speak up and speak his mind and say his truth. Gold is mine. You dig to retrieve the gold. Even if you keep quiet when people are doing you wrong, nobody's going to try to retrieve what is happening from within you if you don't speak up for yourself. Nobody's going to try to dig out the truth or the message from you if you don't do it yourself.
I hope they know that I saw what I ripped. They wanna keep quiet, but I ain't this niggas. Silence is golden, but no one would dig to hear from niggas. So if they rob you of your pride, you should speak up, niggas. I mean, we all getting fucked, but I came on for niggas. Everybody fights to be the GOAT.
If they're robbing you of your pride, you better speak up for yourself and stand up for yourself. Everybody's getting fucked, but he can't mourn for niggas. He's not going to cry for everybody. If you don't stand up and fight for yourself, there's only so much he can do. You should help and join in and cry for yourself, fight for yourself. When the deed is going on, you know about the mourning and shit, he's not gonna mourn for niggas. How? He doesn't do that shit, bro. He's not going to mourn for another nigga. Yo, that's crazy.
So if they rob you of your pride, you should speak up, niggas. I mean, we all getting fucked, but I came on for niggas. Everybody fights to be the GOAT, but I'll make a Billy me. I'd rather be a Billy Goat. My sayings will shoot the rich people, that's a Billy Coat. In the same river, a Billy drown and a Billy float. Youngest with a Billy growth, bar heavy. And you can never lift this, the bar heavy.
Everybody's trying to be the greatest of all time, but a lot of these niggas who are trying to be goats are actually broke. So he's saying he'd rather be a Billy Goat, like a billionaire goat. Like he's got this money, he's a Billy Goat. He owns these billions, but he's also the greatest of all time with money, with his billies. His sayings will suit the rich niggas. That's a Billy coat. So what he's saying will suit rich people. Rich people can buy rich stuff like expensive suits and shit. That's a Billy coat. A coat that's really expensive, it can even be a Billy. In the same river that a Billy drowns, a Billy floats. These two Billy goats, one that's drowning and one that's floating, these are two people in the same industry, in the same category. The river is the category, and one will drown, another one will float. The money plus the talent will keep you steady. Like, you're gonna stick around for a really long time. So talent plus money is really, really important as well. You cannot just be the Billy Goat, the greatest of all time, without being the Billy Goat, without having these Billies and also being the greatest of all time while having this money. Cut the check, cut the money.
Everybody fights to be the GOAT, but don't make a Billy me, I'd rather be a Billy Goat. My sayings will shoot the rich people, that's a Billy Coat. In the same river, a Billy Brown and a Billy Float. Youngest with a Billy Growth, I'm bar heavy. And you can never lift this, the I'm bar heavy.
Hey.
I fuck our pages and don't look back. It's a lot of salty wives, try to stone me on my birthday, but I rock of all ages. They ask me, don't you get tired from writing down flows?
Yes.
It will keep you in.
His bars are very heavy. You cannot compete with him. You cannot lift his bars. You cannot lift him from his position as the king of rap because he is bar heavy. He's too heavy for you to lift. Like when you're at the gym and lifting bars, now he's lifting really, really heavy bars that some of these people cannot lift. Like the gym and also his bars, the way he writes. Lot's wife looked back and turned into stone. So he won't look back because he's not trying to turn into stone. These motherfuckers who is calling salty wives, y'all know Amerado, he tried to come for him during his birthday. So he's calling him a salty wife. So Amerado, you're a salty wife. Oh shit, no, that's petty as fuck. Salty wives tried to stone him. Lot's wife looked back and turned into stone. So they tried to kill him on his birthday because they were hella salty. But he's not looking back. He's not giving you any kind of attention. No, sir. He's the rock of all ages. You know, because she turned into stone. But he's the rock of all ages. Like, he's strong with that shit.
Guess with a Billy Growth, I'm bar heavy. And you can never lift this, the I'm bar heavy. I fuck our pages and don't look back. It's a lot of salty wives, try to stone me on my birthday, but I'm rock of all ages. They ask me, don't you get tired from writing down flows? It will keep you in the pipeline, the underground flows. But every bar that I wrote, when my arm became a rose. So I guess we're going bald, how every arm bar rose.
You know, liquids like oil and petroleum run through pipelines underground. Aren't you tired of writing these bars? These bars won't get you to like the mainstream music. These bars are too heavy or too complicated. It's going to keep you like an underground artist. These underground flows will keep him in the pipeline. They will keep him going because he's staying true to what he likes and what he knows. Every bar that he wrote, when his arm became a rose, it could be like a rose flower. When you're at the gym and you take weights, you're going to lift your arm, you're going to raise your arm. So every bar, like the gym bar that he rose, he lifted. He guesses they're going bald for every arm bar they rose. You know Amber Rose? Amber Rose is a social media influencer model and she's bald. She likes being bald. So he guesses that they're going bald for every arm bar that they rose. He could also be talking about a flower rising from the ground, and we have the bud and the flower coming out of the ground. You know, it's blooming, it's blossoming, it's colorful.
Ages. They ask me, don't you get tired from writing down flows? It will keep you in the pipeline, the underground flows. But every bar that I wrote, when my arm became a rose. So I guess we're going bald, how every arm bar rose. Living in the West, but it can all go south. You just brushing through before you talk to me, wash your mouth. Nigga, we seen your whole clique, so what you talking about? Chasing myself, the only time I be chasing the clout. I'm on my PS obsessed with competing with me.
My God, if he's talking to you, yo, you need to find something better to do. Don't be trying to talk to LG crazy. You're brushing through, so before talking to LJ, you better brush your mouth. You better check yourself. You're not even knee deep in this music industry, this hip hop shit. So you're just brushing through. You just want the clout, you just want the females, you just want to get laid. Don't ever get it twisted. LJ is the clout. So if you talking about him chasing clout, he's basically chasing himself because he's the clout. He's got all the clout. Everybody's talking about him. Everybody's talking about his music. Everybody's reacting to his music. So clout who? Clout LJ.
In the West, but it can all go south. You just brushing through before you talk to me, wash your mouth. Nigga, we seen your whole clique, so what you talking about? Chasing myself, the only time I be chasing the clout. I'm on my PS obsessed with competing with me. I journey Grammy, but the road is rocky, ask that woolly. Before I leave, I have to make my branches. Since these people know that I'm the tree, but they never rooted for me. And if they forgot to our walls, then introduction is the key.
Before he's done with this rap thing, he's gonna make sure he leaves branches. He makes branches. Yeah, ways to succeed for those who are up and coming. Y'all know he was the tree. He was gonna produce fruits. He was gonna bring results into this hip hop shit, but y'all were not rooting for him. So basically he named like parts of the tree. Tree, roots, branches.
Before I leave, I have to make my branches. Since these people know that I'm the tree, but they never rooted for me. And if they forgot to our house, then introduction is the key. I'm in Nigeria or Niger. I'm J, but I'm your G. To everybody who supported me, just know that I'm your G. And we will never be behind doors, since prayer is the key, nigga.
Yeah, listen. If y'all forgot who he was, then introduction is the key. So allow him to reintroduce himself. He could be in Nigeria or Niger. He's the J and he's also the G. The J, Lyrical Joe, is the G. The gangster in this rap shit. Period, y'all. Even the Nigerians recognize he's dope. He's thanking everybody who's been supporting him. You see, he's really such a humble guy. He's grateful for where he's at and how people are supporting and responding to his music. The Lyrical Republic will never be behind the door because prayer is the key. It's unlocking all these doors for him, for us. Let's get it.
Introduction is the key. I'm in Nigeria or Niger. I'm J, but I'm your G. To everybody who supported me, just know that I'm your G. And we will never be behind doors, since prayer is the key, nigga. Beast.
Heavy punches. Heavy flow.
Heavy flow.
Check the switch. Check the metaphor, the similes.
Check it.
Charlie, I said if you know no rap, make you no come.
Charlie.
Hit mix the studio. Definitely.
Yeah.
Be in the booth, baby. Supreme Mega Figure DJ Slim. I'll just like to switch the beat.
We're switching the beat for a third time. LJ got bars for years and centuries and more. You cannot compete with him. So there's a beat change. Let's get straight to the third part.